Known as you're going.
Well, diagnostic point for hip pain. So I'm trying to palpate it to find it, but she's like, listen, it hurts. But if I can get that one, I left her with the other side. It'll help.
Good call, Dr. Clark.
That's why you keep me around.
Where did you find this one? We
I'm
never
not
met
telling
her.
you. I'm telling you that.
Really?
He keeps me in his pocket.
I
Wow.
do.
Thank
She's
you.
awesome.
Dr. Baster. How do you spell it?
Basta with an A.
B-A-S-T-A.
No, there's a no at the end.
How do you spell your
My
name,
uniform
Doctor?
looks like an A. B-A-S-T-O.
Basto.
Basto.
Good morning, everybody. My goodness, if I've not said this a million times before, there is absolutely nothing we will not do for our rescue animals. Here is the living proof. We have Dr. Basto here. Hi, Doctor. And she is working on Raquel. What are you actually doing? Acupuncture right now?
I am doing acupuncture on Raquel, and we're trying to stimulate some points to get her up and moving, and stimulate some points to alleviate her pain, and help her hip surgery heal a little bit faster, so she can get up and walking. Find her new home.
So guys, Raquel is 8 years of age. When we went to the Miami-Dade Animal Services kill shelter, after seeing her brought in on a yellow sling, couldn't walk. She had been out in the streets for a while, actually, just laying there. And we thought she was a hospice dog, where basically she would just receive love, and for the rest of her days we did not want her to be killed in a cold shelter alone. To our surprise, when we put our hold on her and we pulled her to safety and she was wheeled out to us on a wagon, we found out later, after doing x-rays, tests, blood work, we found out not only was she heartworm positive, but she had a broken hip, pelvis, and a previous broken leg, probably hit by a car. There's no way to tell. She had been sitting like this in excruciating pain. Not days, not weeks, but months. We immediately called in for the surgeon to come in and do the FHO surgery on her hip, and found that she has basically no muscle and she needs therapy. Dr. Basto was called in today. She was pulled off of her pain patch late last night due to the fact that she has not eaten this morning. Sorry, she had not eaten in 4 days. We tried everything from rotisserie chicken to every kind of food you could imagine. And thankfully today, it's okay, Mama. Thankfully today, she's eating. She's receiving acupuncture. We have yoga mats lined up for her therapy, for traction. So we're going to just basically line them all the way out the hospital so she can, she's not putting any weight down. Is that correct? That's the concern. Absolutely none.
Which is not common.
No. It's not common. And she's not worried about it?
No.
She is worried about it.
Yeah, I mean, the concern is, you know, it's always the big question mark with these guys that we find is, you know, what happened to you before? How much damage was done just from you sitting, you know, on these injuries? So usually if they have a displaced hip, they're, you know, dogs are pretty, you know, they compensate and they'll walk despite of it. And so her inability to walk, her reluctance to walk is a concern. But maybe it's a combination of fear and pain, and we can work through that. But I believe she's going to get up and walk.
Awesome. That's what we want to hear. We don't give up.
Never give up.
Never give up. I was talking last night, just brainstorming after the sutures heal and the stitches come out. What do you think about water therapy for her?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not necessarily a treadmill water, but maybe
Well,
swim both.
You know,
but
if she had access to a treadmill, that'd be great.
Okay.
Because it gives them, what it does is it takes away that, you know,
The fear. It pushes.
Well, the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And so if they're painful and they're reluctant to walk because of the pain, the buoyancy allows them movement. Right
Okay.
now, what we need more than anything is movement,
Okay.
moving that leg. But once she gets up, see, even a dog that may not walk or bear weight, if you put them in a treadmill, their instinct is to move.
To go.
And so it's a beautiful thing. Now, if she starts to walk, we can certainly take her along the shoreline, and that walking in the sand, you know, and that water kind of like ankle deep or knee deep really helps to build that muscle back, but that's a little bit farther ahead. But an underwater treadmill would be nice. Even if you put her in a swimming pool with a life jacket, just to get the movement, that would be great.
That's what I was thinking once that comes out.
I'm hitting some points as well for her appetite. To get the one in the hip, which is great. Because if I can connect these with electricity, the electricity makes the effect last longer. And it also, when I put it at a pain setting, it releases chemicals in the body that help with pain control. So we're using her body's own anti-inflammatory chemicals to help alleviate her pain. Now I'm going to hit a pain point. Sometimes it can be a little sensitive.
Good girl, Raquel.
Make you feel better.
Such a trooper. Such a good girl.
Well,
Such
I really
a good
do
girl.
believe that they know that you're trying
Trying to help, for sure.
And for their sakes. And when I come back to them on the repeat visit, they come up to me, they tail and they'll sometimes lay in the position of where we did the treatment. It's really cool because I think they, you know, even though sometimes it's a little weird for them, they really do feel like, you know what, thank you.
You know what? This is the first dog out of 3,614 dogs, or 15, whatever, that has received acupuncture.
Really?
Yes.
But it's
Who?
a great...
But that was not with us. That was, I mean, Dr. Yeah, he was our dog, but...
It's a great way to alleviate their pain and stimulate nerves and get them up and walking. Like, I'll use points that are called they're called chi tonics, like energy boosters. This one in particular is called the back 3 mile point, to be able to go 3 more miles. So it's like a stamina
Back 3
point.
mile point. You don't want to move. You look like a pincushion.
You're being so good, Mama.
So proud of you. She ate good this morning, Tiff?
I mean, she ate.
That's good.
Scrappy?
Okay. So she's eating this morning, a couple handfuls. You cooked up some venison this morning. So she ate that. That's awesome. I bet she'll eat more as the day goes on, too. We need,
Yeah, 'cause there must be residual.
well, you know what we need, right?
in the patch, too.
You know what we need.
Meatballs.
We
I
need
bought
the
stuff
famous,
yesterday.
we need the famous meatballs.
Now that she's eating.
Auntie Jan makes meatballs from homemade scratch, everything healthy, and the dogs go nuts over them. We fatten them all up. She didn't want to make them because she wouldn't eat everything and anything out of the sunship. She didn't want to hurt her feelings. She's like, I'll be devastated.
Dog that doesn't eat them,
Or, you know what I mean, some injuries? Yeah, it's a little straight. After my knees got a little destroyed.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I'm sure it's not your
however
first
many
time.
hours.
I said, volleyball knee pads, so it was just right.
So we wanted to update you on Raquel. This is where we are right now. And we will keep you posted. This is Amy, Tiffany, Jan, Dr. Basto with 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida, and Raquel.